Namaskara friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Rakesh P. Naik. In this video, I will show you guys how to draw the cantilever beam and the secondary beam inside the ETAP software. For that, let me open the ETAP software. Now I will show you guys how to draw the cantilever beam. Let's say our cantilever beam is resting on this column and its length is 2 meter. Now first thing what we have to do is we have to select this point and we have to replicate this joint to a distance of 2 meter in this positive x direction, since the cantilever beam is extending in positive x direction. After that, click on edit and then here click on replicate, and here let's say the length of the beam will be around 3 meter. Then here click on apply. So here you can see this joint is replicated from its original position. So now click on OK. Here select the beam and here select the beam which you want to draw. I will select beam 16 here, which I have already defined, and it is RCC beam. And from there, first in order to draw the beam, click on this node or this joint and then click on this joint. So here you can see in this manner you can draw the cantilever beam inside the ETAP software. So let me show you the rendered view of this cantilever beam. For that, I will open the 3D view. So here you can see the cantilever beam is projected out from the structure and its length is 2 meter. This is how the cantilever beam looks like in the 3D view. So let me close this. Now let's say the cantilever beam rests on this column and it will be extending in this direction, which is opposite to the positive x direction. So I will select this joint and then I will click on edit and then replicate. So here let's say the length of this cantilever beam will be around 1 meter, and here I will specify -1 meter, since it's extending in direction opposite to the positive x direction. So I will click on apply here. So here you can see the joint is successfully replicated to this point. So I will click on OK, then I will select beam here, then I will click on this point and then on this point. So here you can see the cantilever beam is successfully assigned here. So let me show you guys the 3D view of this cantilever beam. So here you can see this is the rendered view of that small cantilever beam which is extending in the direction opposite to the positive x direction. So let me close this. Now I will explain you guys how to draw the secondary beams. So before drawing the secondary beams, I will define what is the secondary beam. The secondary beams are those beams which are resting on the primary beams, and the secondary beams do not directly rest on the column. Instead of resting on the column, they will be resting on the other beams which are known as the primary beams. Now let's draw the secondary beam. Let's say there is only one secondary beam which is present in this room and it is resting on these two beams. So in order to draw that, right click on the mouse and then here select snap option. So here select line ends and midpoints and then click on apply and then close this tab. Select the beam and here you can see the midpoint is visible. Now I will draw the secondary beam from this point to this point. Now this is the first way of drawing the secondary beam, when the secondary beam is present exactly at the center of two beams. And while drawing the secondary beam, some of the people will select this moment release option. Then in that they will select this pinned joint and this will allow the moment release. But practically in the field, the two beams are strongly embedded inside each other. There will be no room for rotation of the beam. So practically saying, the moment release do not occur at the field. So we will move with the continuous one. So now in second case, let's say the secondary beam is present at any random position, and let's assume that the secondary beam will be present at a distance of 2 meter from this beam. Okay, and let's draw the secondary beam. For that, just select these two grid point and then go to edit In edit, select replicate. In replicate, here enter 0 and here enter 2 meter. So after that click on apply. So here you can see the joint is replicated from their original position. Now close this tab and select beam and click on this joint and then click on this joint. So here you can see the secondary beam is successfully added. Now coming to case 3, let's say in case 3 there are n number of beam, let's say 3 number of beam are present, they are spaced at equidistance. So for such condition we will select the quick draw secondary beams option. So in that here we will assign 3 beams. Okay, so here you can see we can draw the secondary beams in this manner. So I will click here. So here you can see the secondary beam is added inside this panel. Let's say we want to change the direction. For that, here click on approx orientation and then here select parallel to xt. So here you can see the direction of these beams are changed. So now I will click here. So here you can see the secondary beams are assigned. Okay, in this manner we can draw the secondary beam as well as the cantilever beam. That's it for this video, and thank you guys for watching this video.